What's up? Hello, my crypto friends and my crypto family. I've been away for a while. Not by choice, just been rather busy. But I'm going to give you some updates here. This is going to be connect the dots to see what in the world is going on and what's coming and why we should be really super excited. So, start off with a couple things. Well, actually, I'm going to start off with this. Let's start off with Coinbase custody. Why is this a big deal? I'll tell you why it's a big deal. Because it's only for big money. Institutions. I think you have to have like 10 million or more in assets. Here, hold my 10 million of Bitcoin. Oh, I wish I had 10 million in Bitcoin. But regardless, they are setting themselves up to basically be like the NASDAQ New York Stock Exchange custody person of holding the crypto assets that people are going to trade. Now, what does this tie into? Well, we know coming up in August, unless you've been living underneath a rock, that the CBOE, the Chicago uh, Board of Options Exchange, is applying for an ETF. Yeah, August 16th, I believe, is the actual final date. There's been different dates flying around from different people. So, what happens with an ETF is the CBOE will actually have to purchase the Bitcoin currency. They'll have to hold it for people, and then people, get an ETF fund a part of it. Regardless, somebody's going to have to hold that. BlackRock, big multi-trillion-dollar ETF fund trading company. They're huge, massive. Like they announced recently they're getting into crypto. Goldman Sachs. Who else? Morgan Stanley. They're all hopping in. All that institutional money is coming. But let's connect the dots here for a second. Um, those of you that wonder how high this stuff is going to go, well, last year we had a run up because of speculation. And I would say the other billions of dollars poured in was because of the ICOs, right? So I'm going to connect another dot here for you. The vice president of NASDAQ basically came out and said that within 18 months to 24 months, 18 to 24 months, so a year and a half to 2 years from now, instead of having ICOs, things are going to be security token offerings instead of initial public offerings, which will allow your small businesses to raise capital. Now, this is going to be massive. Now, obviously, people are going to, need to do their due diligence when they go to invest in a small business. But right now, for a small business, and I'm talking like 1,000 employees small business that doesn't have all the money and the lawyers and all the backing to go do an IPO because all the stuff that needs to be filed. But why can't we just do it basically for free, throwing it out there on the blockchain, right? So let's eliminate all the middlemen and onboard all these small businesses that need to raise capital to expand their business, to do whatever they need to do to help, flourish. So that's coming. Now, what Coinbase did about 2.5, maybe 2 months ago, maybe three, somewhere around there, they bought up an ERC20 exchange called Paradex. All right. Now, Paradex is like Ether Delta or Fork Delta. They were doing ERC20 tokens. Why does this matter? Well, if they have an exchange that already knows how to deal with these tokens, the ERC20 tokens, the ICOs, they don't have to do all the legwork to get the foundation taken care of. And they have Coinbase custody. You see how all this stuff is starting to come together and starting. Again, we're very early in all this. It's not going to happen overnight. Yes, Bitcoin jumped up today like what 10% in 30 minutes or something, crazy out of nowhere. Some TA people were expecting it or predicting it. I'm still, I still think we're going to go flat for a little bit. But hey, I'd rather be conservative and be surprised. You know what I mean? But you can see where all this stuff is starting to lead into the institutional money that's going to come pouring in, and it's going to drive the prices of these things through the roof. Now, I want to see some use cases. I want to see the usage of cryptos, not just base it off of speculation where there's a limited supply and more people are going to want to use it and da, da, da. Like a lot of these cryptos are going to die off. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's what's going to happen. Maybe not so much the ERC, the ICOs. Yes, a lot of them are going to fail, but that's because they suck. But the ones that are solid, those ERC, those ICOs that are really solid, yeah, I mean, you might hit a winner. You might hit an Amazon back when, hey, Amazon went public and you could get it for $6 or $7 or something. You might find some of those ICOs. You might find some of those companies out there that want to do that stuff, and they're successful because they have a plan. Okay, they're out there. You just got to do your due diligence and find them. I do like, Theta. A great team. They have a testing ground to test what they're trying to do, and the way they're set up, I think it's really going to work. There's some other ones that I think will come along. Populous is already working. PayPy is another good one that I like. They're just going through all the regulatory BS. What are you going to do? You can't have the wild, wild west and just let anybody do whatever they want. But you would hope the companies would be proper and do what's right, so we can all be successful. So, um, Charlie Lee did tweet the other day, it was either yesterday or today, that everybody should own at least one Bitcoin, and then they can go buy all the shit coins that they want. Um, yeah, he has a point. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that'll ever be created. About 4 million have been lost because people mined them early on and lost their computers, or people have lost their private keys and can't find them. What are you going to do? So let's just say now we're down to 17 million. That's not even enough to cover all the millionaires in the world. Hmm. And Bitcoin's at 7,000. Where's it going to be in 3, 4, 5 years? Um, I don't know. The other thing that's going on to help tie all this stuff together is a Lightning network is being built out. I don't. I'm like neither for it nor against it. I think it's going to replace the whole payment processing system that's being used now. I think things will be backed up on the strong cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Litecoin. I think it's going to be backed up because they have a ton of hashing power. Now, we can get in a whole big long other video about what's going on with the mining and Bitmain and what they're doing with Bitcoin. I mean, there's lots of different things that I think up here that I don't really necessarily want to discuss in video because it's just my opinion. I just want to give you guys the facts, give you the news, let you make your own decisions. But the Lightning Network is being built out and is being built to be used mostly with Bitcoin and Litecoin. Now, anything that's been built with Bitcoin Core's code can use the Lightning Network. So, I mean, there's how many coins that have been created out of that open source code? There's a ton out there. Which also ties into atomic swaps. And atomic swaps, I think, are going to be the big thing in 2019. These big exchanges, if they don't go decentralized and do atomic swaps, price is going to go up, things are going to get really, really scary, and they don't want to lose all that money. So they're going to have to go decentralized or something. I don't know. BarterDEX, way ahead of the game. Komodo, that's a great crypto to own right now because the stuff that they can do with Komodo, a lot of companies can use Komodo. A lot. All right. So, again, connected those dots with Coinbase, institutional money, Coinbase custody. They're not. Coinbase isn't the only company that's going to be doing custody stuff. There's more of that to come. All right, so keep your eye on Goldman Sachs. I think they're really going to do things since their new CEO uh, just took over, and he already admitted, hey, we're going to go strong with crypto. So keep your eyes on that stuff. It's coming. It's coming. That long bear market. Maybe it's still going to continue on. Was it a bear market or was it just a correction? Really think about it. To go up to 20,000 and then down to right around 6,000 and go up and then come back down to 6,000 and hover along. When this institutional money comes roaring in, I think we're going to see a couple $1 trillion market cap. I really do. Um, but we'll wait and see. Be patient, hodl on, just hodl on, because in a few years, you guys that are getting this stuff now, you're going to appreciate it, you're going to love it. Again, reach out to me, you guys that know me personally, you know how to get a hold of me. Anybody else, hit me up through YouTube some way, somehow, and I'll get back to you. Stay thirsty, my friends. Anyway, I'll be putting some more videos up here. I got to cover a couple other things that have been going on in my crypto world, or what's been going on up here. All right, so stay crypto, my friends and family, and God bless.